Right, welcome to our 3-card Major Arcana Tarot reading today. We're going to be using the Game of Thrones deck. Quite a nice deck. All of your favourite characters are in there and feels quite thematic. So let's get started, shall we? The first card is the Chariot. Okay. Now the Chariot, you can see the dragon here, quite an aggressive card in many ways. It represents conquest, control, victory. So, something where you're trying to find your way. You've got a problem that you want to solve, or you want to carve out something for yourself. Quite an assertive card, for sure, the Chariot. Let's see what the next card has in store for us, and how that will react to the Chariot. So we have here Judgment. Judgment in the reverse. So, Judgment in the reverse stands for self-doubt. You don't have confidence in yourself. You're doubting your actions. So, you do have a problem or a place that you want to get to, but you don't believe potentially in your own skills, that they're not something that will get you into that position. Okay. So yes, and a goal and a doubt that one can arrive at that goal. Let's look at our third card. Oh, look who we have here. The Empress. Very good. So, the Empress represents creation, nature in general, abundance, lots of creativity, not just creation in general, the Empress. This is a good and powerful card. It almost overwrites the opposite here of the previous one, which is Judgment. Again, this is quite a nice, consistent, fluidic story. What we're seeing here is a goal, or an aim, that's moving to be blocked by a perception of lack of skill or knowledge, which leads on to the actual truth, which is your ability to create things in spite of those doubts. Now, this reminds me of a story, actually. There was a lady in the village, and she had decided that she wasn't good at anything. So she went round the village, and she was looking at all the other people working, and she saw the blacksmith, and she said to herself, well, I can't be a blacksmith. So she wrote it down and put a line through it saying, not a blacksmith. And then she saw an archer, and again she just wrote it down, crossed it out. And then she saw a carpenter, same thing, she couldn't do carpentry at all. And then a spinner, and so on and so forth. And she went through pretty much every job in the village. And then she went to the village elder, and she showed him her list, and she said, look at all of these things I can't do. And he said, you're going to have to read that list to me, because you're the only person in the village who can read or write. Yes. So I think sometimes we doubt ourselves, and we don't realize that we have an incredible skill that many others don't possess, that might not be apparent if we're judging ourselves by other people's standards, or we're judging ourselves by what we can see only on the surface. I like this. This is a very nice progression of cards. You often get this when you choose only the major arcana. But yes, heading in a direction, a clear idea of where you want to go, or at least what you want to solve. Self-doubt, overcome by the actual situation, which is you have more than enough ability to accomplish that goal. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, especially not yourself. Yes, that concludes our Major Arcana 3 card reading. Thank you very much for your time, and I do hope we speak again soon. Thank you.